Hey folks, happy or welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. In this episode I'm going to work at my Hayabusa. Well, to be honest, it's not really a work, it's just adjust the levers and some additional stuffs, like the bike has no tank pad. I'm gonna put on one, and I ordered the spools. Unfortunately they're still not here. Meanwhile I'm just gonna use a few M8 bolts to be able to lift up the bike backside, and then I can adjust the chain attention if it needs, or apply some lubrication. So I just gonna adjust the shifter, the brake, rear brake and the front brake, and even they did a maintenance at the bike. They replaced the brake fluids front and back, but they did not replace the clutch fluid. And I'm struggling with the clutch, to be honest. I stole the bike a few times, so I gonna replace this fluid. It's not gonna be a lot. I have here the reservoir, the line running through goes deep inside there, so actually I just have to open up the side, and then I'm gonna have access to the slave cylinder, and then I can run the fluid through the system and clean it a little bit, so it's actually gonna be really quick. So let's get to that. The bike is at the stand already, the bolts are in, they're gonna work just fine for this short period. The bike has been adjusted by the the service, so it's gonna be good for a while. So now I'm gonna have a much more easier work. So first I'm gonna start with the levers. I just have to loosen up the bolts, turn it up and down. Actually I'm gonna turn it down and then check the clearances, and then this side is actually done. So it is already done. As you can see, it has a little bit different angle. It's still not too much, but it's much more comfy to my hand to reach the lever. I did check, you can see there's some greases in the pivot, so I'm not really have to do anything anymore. I can go further with the next one. I'm going to open up these two nuts and take off the side cover, and I can flush the clutch fluid. Now it's visible how dirty it is compared with the brake one. So yeah, it's gonna help a lot probably with the clutch. So it's gonna help for me probably as well to learn the bike itself. So after a few nuts I can move just enough. So now I have enough place to put on the bleeding hose and open up the nut. So it's gonna be really easy and quick. The old liquid is out already. Here you can see some leftover, but that I'm gonna clean it and then can fill up with a new one, and then eventually flush the rest of the system and bleed it out. So this is the old fluid from the system. It's really dirty, as you can see, in dark. So now I'm gonna empty the bottle. I did circulate like 2-3 reservoir through, so now the system inside should be nice and clean. And now I'm gonna make a few more pumps to see what's coming out. Now as you can see, this fluid is much cleaner, so that means it was successful, the system is clean. And here as well, as you can see, it's very different color, it's kind of like water. So now, because it did bleed out, I just gonna top up till the right level, close it back, and then take out the hose, cleaning a little bit here with the brake cleaner, put back the fairing, and actually then the flash is done, and then I can adjust the lever. I got busy to peel back the fairing, and I just noticed this bike has been the channel for the airbox leader to the side, and it has a plug by the factory. And I just thought, okay, I'm gonna check it, and luckily I did, because as you can see, it's a brownish liquid, which is actually a little bit of oil, which coming from the crankcase smoke, and a little bit of water from the condensity from the air. It's accumulating, piling up, and once and a few times, or once and for a while, just need to be checked and emptied. Some bike has a different pipe which is bleeding out constantly, but a few of them have a plug what you have to clean by yourself. Now I did it, so now it's gonna be good for a while, and for sure it's not gonna circulate back to the intake side and gonna go into the chain itself. So the cover is back, cleaned up everything, and I did adjust already the lever, so it's much more better to my hand, because it's kind of looks like it's straightened off my hand, so it's gonna have very different feels on the clutch. And I hope the new fluid is working, but actually, if you can see on the checking glass, it's not really that clean at the other side. But when I did open up, it was obvious that the fluid is old and dirty, so it's never gonna hurt. So technically this side is done now. I'm gonna put on the tank patch, but it seems now there is a mark. It has been, just someone did remove, maybe it has been repainted, I don't know. So that's gonna be a really quick, because it's just actually a sticker place here, and that's it. I'm not even gonna remove the seat. It's gonna look like something like this. It is done already, so it's not a lot. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't make it straight, but I hope this is the biggest problem what I ever gonna have with the bike. It's gonna be okay. So now what left, only the shifter and the brake, real brake lever to adjust. These are gonna be really quick. Here I just have these two nuts, and how I adjust the rod, it's gonna go higher or lower. So I'm gonna take now. All are set, luckily wasn't too much. And on the brake lever, the adjustment point is here. Have to lose up one, and another one just adjust, and it's gonna go lower and higher as like the other side. So this was really quick actually. Now the bike is adjusted. I cannot wait to go out and drive for a little bit to see how it's gonna feel, even with the new clutch brake, the clutch fluid, and the lever adjustments. So now only thing is to do to go for a ride. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, see you in the next one. Bye bye.